Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about the 20th of March again, but it's 10 p.m. Universal Time. The moon is going to reach Chiron here in Aries. Chiron has been transiting in Aries since 2018. So it's going to move into Taurus in 2026 and move back in Aries again to settle in Taurus in 2027. So anyone affected by Chiron transiting in Aries, that's in a majority people born under this sign, because the sun is in this sign. If you were born under the sign Aries, it means that the sun was aligned with this sign when you were born. And the sun is life, and it plays a very important role as far as your well-being is concerned. And Chiron only transits a sign every 50 years or so. So we can say that it is a unique type of transit. It lasts, of course. It lasts for a long time in Aries. And it has probably affected you in many ways, but it also has had the merit of getting you to be aware of your health and perhaps how to take care of it so that you preserve and protect it as much as possible. Now, in any case, every time the moon has transited this area of the chart where Chiron was over those 8 years while it was transiting in Aries, has had an influence on your capacity to, consciously understand, recognize, and feel that there may be something wrong that you have to take care of. And if that has been the case, then you're okay, because that means that you've taken care of yourself, and of course it pays. And so when the moon reaches once more the position of Chiron in Aries on the 20th of March at 10 p.m. Universal Time, you may feel, because the moon represents our ability to feel things without necessarily implying that we think, just a feeling. And the moon also represents our emotions. So if you're too emotional, it's clear that you're going to exaggerate perhaps what you are going to feel on that day and time, or around that day and time, because the energy of the moon is going to be felt, I would say, the whole day. And let's say that when the moon reached Venus in the morning of the 20th of March, that something went wrong sentimentally. Therefore, you didn't feel very well, but it was, emotional and sentimental. But it can build up and derive onto something more physical. And that is perhaps what you're going to go through during the evening of this day. But it is the evening in Europe, for example. But if you're in the States, in New York, for example, you have to deduct 5 hours, maybe 4 hours now, because I think that you're in daylight saving, summertime. And if you're in Los Angeles, it's even more that you have to deduct. So anyway, work it out. But keep in mind that the transit of the moon, even though it's going to have a very strong effect on that particular moment when it reaches the longitude of Chiron, it has and it will have an influence most of the day. And that's why we need to be overly careful and especially not exaggerating what we feel, especially if we don't feel that well. Chiron is also the ability that we all have, more or less, to analyze, to understand, to scrutinize, and to focus on details and so on. So those details you're going to focus on may not be the best ones that night, that day. Because Jupiter is in discordance with Venus, so it is also in discordance with Chiron and then the Moon, naturally, because they're very close to one another. So that means exaggeration. So don't let yourself be intimidated by how you feel and what it appears to be, perhaps. The problem, because you may be completely wrong. You see, Chiron is in Mars' sign, which is in Pisces, which is Neptune's sign, which is in Mars' sign in Aries. So it is going to be a question of dealing with what you believe. Imagination is represented by Neptune, and what you must do about it. But if you act or react too quickly, too suddenly, too impulsively, you could make a mistake. So my advice would be, and if I feel that way on that day, the advice that I give myself is to try and take it easy as much as possible, knowing that the moon is not going to remain in Aries for very long. It's going to change sign. And when it does transit in Taurus, it's going to form progressively, it's going to form a very nice configuration with Jupiter, and very nice configuration with what is in Pisces as well. So it's only a matter of 10 hours perhaps. So 10 hours after that time here, universal time, the moon starts to transit in Taurus. And then from then on, you could feel freed from the problems that you could have to deal with on the evening of the 20th of March 2026. Jupiter is the troublemaker, I would say, because it is there to exaggerate, to get you to exaggerate. So you may feel something much stronger than what it deserves in reality. So don't be afraid. Mars is in harmony with Jupiter, and that is indicating that it allows you, and it will allow you, and me as well, thank you, to act, and to act in an orderly manner, but also to act on intuition, inspiration, but the good inspiration, not the bad one, not the one that makes you worry about something that is perhaps not there at all. So just, remember that on that day and time, it may be useful. I hope it is, anyway. And when I talk about health, it could be health as such, of course, but it could be health in some area of your life as usual. It's not necessarily health as such, but Chiron has taken its time to transit through Aries, and it has brought about some sudden ups and downs, which hopefully you have dealt with efficiently. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for being here. I like this rendezvous that we have every day. Short videos, but give me the opportunity to talk about everything that is around the zodiac at the moment. So see you soon. Bye for now. Take care of yourself and of those you love. Bye.